of three brothers and sisters. I have one brother and sister born in Toledo, Ohio. They knew at first that there was something wrong because I took 72 hours to get out. They knew that I had some kind of a brain injury from that. It's called cerebral palsy. I feel like I grew up pretty much like any other child from age 0 to 5. I really didn't know I had this disability because my parents they didn't treat me differently. I mean, of course I knew I couldn't walk. That didn't interrupt my social life. I had friends in the neighborhood and would go out with my brother and sister and play. Not till first grade, when I had to go to a school with other kids with disabilities, that I realized I was different. The first day I went to that school, I believed in my heart that they made a mistake. And I went home and I said, I don't belong there. Even though I complained about being at Field Park, I do think Field Park did justice as far as educating us. The only reason I could be at Field Park is because I had an IQ that was high enough and I could do the regular curriculum. What Field Park did is it created an atmosphere where we could learn and grow and make friends like us and build a community. My teenage years was really tough. I guess I always did have that feeling that I did not belong. You know, I never conformed to the mindset that I was disabled, so this is what is expected of me. I always wanted to do what everybody said I couldn't do. It's not because I was trying to prove something. It was because I felt I had the right to do it, you know? I accepted my disability. I just wanted to try to do what everybody else was doing. I was such a stubborn, obstinate teenager, and I was also frustrated because I couldn't go out on dates. I couldn't go to the prom. I couldn't go to the Friday night football game. You know, I was stuck in the house, and anybody that knows me now knows Renee cannot be confined. And I remember my mom telling me I would live with her the rest of my life. Now, that made me angry. It didn't make me angry because they were bad. It made me angry because I wanted out. My own dream in my heart from the time I was 16 to the time I moved out was to get a boyfriend, get my own apartment, and go to college. When I was 19, I worked with BBI, and I was scheduled to start college in April. And I had got a boyfriend in December, and things were progressing in our relationship. Not that my mom knew I had a boyfriend. She didn't know anything about it, so it was kind of hush-hush. When he would pick me up at the house, I just told her it was the driver for where I worked at. So she didn't have a clue. One night, me and my boyfriend stayed out till 2 in the morning. I'm 19 and a half, you know. And at that time, when you were 19, you could drink 3 beer. So we were out at bar, came in late, and of course my mom was fat. But it happened again the next week, and she was really mad and said, "If you can't live by my rules, you can get out." And I thought, she just gave me permission. I called my boyfriend out. I said, "Come and get me now." And he goes, "Why don't you wait till the morning and sleep on it?" So I thought, I ain't gonna sleep tonight because I'm getting out of here. The next day I thought to myself, even though my boyfriend said I could stay there as long as I wanted, I just knew I had to get out on my own because I did not want to send it to him for my mom. I wanted to be independent. I called an agency and I said, "Can you help me?" I had to lie my ass out to get in there. I just told him I could do everything that I couldn't do, you know, because I knew I could do it if I just had a chance. I don't blame my mom. She didn't think I could do it, and she was holding on to everything, trying to make it harder so I would come back home. My dad was not an issue. My dad was always on my side. He just wanted me to be happy and safe. When I moved into the Y, I was with other girls my age. And it was the first time I felt free. And when you feel that free and there's no boundaries, you start to do stuff that you couldn't do as a teenager because you didn't get a chance. So I'm going out drinking, I'm just having a good old time, and I'm going to college too, you know, which was really important. I finally have a life, you know. 7 months after I moved into the Y, I applied for one of the first disabled apartments they had in Toledo. That was in '79. You know, those years, I did a lot of growing up. I was going to the University of Toledo. I took the processing. I received my associate's degree in that in '82. But I went back in 2001, and I finished my bachelor's degree. Getting up to go to school, taking a shower, making my own food with these hands. It wasn't easy, but you just did it. You didn't think about it because that's just the way you were. If there was something I absolutely could not do, yeah, then I would ask for help. And people were more than willing to help me because I didn't ask for that much. You know, I kind of had a religious experience that I really knew I had to start living differently. Not because I was bad, but I just needed something more in my life. I really wanted to go into the convent and be a religious, live a religious life. It really appealed to me. I know it seemed like a contradiction from the way I was living to the way I wanted to live, but that transformation really was a true transformation. And I had a visitation comment into the year, and I went in there for like 2 weeks, and I really liked it. It was kind of hard though, because it was a cloistered convent, and you had to be quiet all day and all night. I actually didn't mind doing it, but because things are so difficult for me, like getting in and out of the shower, you know, I would make kind of loud noises, and I would feel real guilty about that, you know. I just didn't know how to do stuff quietly. There was other comments. I went to the convent in Iowa. I went to the Dominicans up in Michigan. I visited several different orders. Taught me about discrimination. I mean, I've never felt so discriminated against in my life. You know, here a guy is calling me to do something, and all they can see is my disability. I mean, they couldn't see past that. But the way I did reconcile it is that just because they can't see God's calling in me does not mean I don't have that calling. And I tried to do that for 10 years. I even took private vows, hoping that something would happen, something would open up, and it never did. They're just not ready for that yet. They're just not ready for somebody like me. You know, it's not like God changed his mind, but it's more like he gave me permission to go on with my life. I went to work through the Abilities Center under the Advocacy Department. I learned many years later that they had a difficult time hiring me because they had some doubts about me, but they did take a chance. and I did a great job. When you write a letter and ask somebody to accommodate you, and they completely refuse, you have to keep stepping up the bar. And at some point, you might have to sit outside the door and do a protest. When you have a disability, you're so easily dismissed that sometimes you gotta do something radical to get people's attention. We chained our wheelchairs to the doors and didn't let anybody in or out. We did that at the White House. We did that at Princeton University. I was arrested in Toledo, in Vermont, in New York, in Kansas, in Texas. I've spent over 256 days in various jails. When you go into the jail and you look like me, they don't know what to do with you. I just knew that since I wasn't going to be a nurse, that I needed somebody in my life. I wasn't against getting married, but that was not my goal. I guess to me, love always meant pain. If I didn't cry over a guy, then I didn't love him, because he didn't touch me deep enough to make me cry. And I realize now that's pretty sick. I had broke up with this guy I was dating, and kicked him off, got on the internet, and I tagged in the ad. The next day, my future husband answered my ad. I still can't believe how that happened.
This was in 2000. I had been dating, and without much enthusiasm, I guess you'd say. And I read her ad, and I thought, it sounds pretty exotic, you know, but interesting. So I answered her ad, and gee, she started telling me a few things, dropping little things here and there, and I thought, wow, that's kind of interesting, you know. I mean, it's really, this girl's done something with her life, you know, and at great odds. We decided to meet. Our first date was at the zoo, Toledo Zoo, and we had a wonderful time. I really, really liked her. After we parted, I thought about, gee, should I call her back or not, or should I run like hell, because she's got a severe disability, you know, and what am I getting myself into? Am I crazy or what, you know? And I thought, if I didn't call her back, it would only be because of her disability. And if I do that, I'm a real jerk, you know. I'm just another, she says, jerk. And I thought, maybe I'll regret it the rest of my life. I don't know, but I'm going to call her back.
He does.
But and I did. We had a second date and a third and a fourth, and it just kept going, and fell in love with her. She makes able-bodied people comfortable with her disability. She doesn't ask for pity. She doesn't ask for guilt. She just says, I'm here, accept me. If you don't accept me, get on your way.
I kept looking for something drastically wrong. But the more I got to know him, the more I thought, he's perfect. I mean, now that I know him, he's not perfect. He has his little forgetful moments, but I can live with somebody that forgets, you know? That's not a terrible thing. I mean, we got a good life. I'm involved now with DD Council, and we call Columbus our second home, because I'm always going down there for some kind of committee or council meeting. And he comes with me, and he's such a good support. And I never had somebody that I could talk to at least about things that made me happy or made me sad or made me frustrated, you know. Just somebody to be at my side. That's what I fell in love with. Well, I like his bald head too.